Hello again, and here is the last part of our test number 1, and we are going to consider question 34 and 35. Just to remind you that this is no preparation mostly for students who would like to study at master's program, but it can be useful for everybody who would like to take any English exam. So let's finish it today, and I will start reading from the very beginning of the paragraph. Moreover, equally important is the need to engage and stimulate students through meaningful and motivating contexts and topics. Advanced should not mean dull and over serious, and through setting clear aims and last time we chose the challenging tasks. In addition, at any level, the basic tools students need to speak English with confidence are grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. So, from this part, be more attentive. In this course, all three elements given equal importance. Here the question is purely grammatical, grammar, related to grammar, English grammar. We have variants: A has, B are, C have, D is. And after the gap in question 34, we have given. So, little bit grammar for you. This is a verb, one of the forms of the verb give, and the infinitive is give. Then we have the second form gave, but here we have so-called third form given. In serious books it is called past participle, but often it is called as 1, 2, 3 third form, third column, okay? And there must be something before given, because in the third form the word cannot be a predicate. All three elements, it's kind of subject here. So in English, in the English grammar, in an English sentence, the third form of any verb cannot be used as a predicate if we speak about this structure of the sentence. So there must be something. Now let's remember, let's revise when usually the third form is used. It could be present perfect, it could be past perfect, it could be passive voice. So if you don't know much about this, I recommend that you start learning some grammar. Yes, words, lexis, they are important, but grammar will help a lot. So if we put has given, it will be incorrect. It will be absolutely wrong because we have three elements. Elements is plural. Has is used with singular. If there is one element, maybe it sounds better. But even if we had one element here, it would be not correct, because I will help you a little bit, as I'm a helper, your assistant. Here we need passive, but has given, it's active. Anyway, it's wrong here. You understand now, yes? It's singular and it's active. We don't need it here because we want to do it correct. So B are given. So in this course, all three elements are given equal importance. It means that we are going to consider all these three elements: grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation, and it will help you in the future to get good points, to get good mark, good grade in the exam. So I mean all three elements, they are given equal importance. It means that we will pay a lot of attention to these things. Maybe less to pronunciation, more to grammar and vocabulary, because there is not a verbal part in the exam yet, actually. Who knows, maybe sooner or later it will be. Anyway, we are going to pay attention to all three elements. So all three elements are given equal importance. It's passive and it sounds really good here. You can check have given, it means like these three elements, they will give something to you. Actually, elements cannot give you anything. A teacher, a tutor, or just a helper like me can give you something, can provide some help. So these elements are given. It means that I or somebody else, you or your teachers, they will give you some knowledge about these three elements. These elements cannot come up to you and give something to you. That's why we need the passive voice here. Okay, and the last one we have, it's up to you to choose the priorities. Everything is okay with this sentence? The last sentence, very short one, we have good luck. Let's check the variants, what we have in question 35. I even haven't checked the options C and D in question 34, but they are wrong, believe me. So in 35 we have four variants: A, finally; B, furthermore; C, in the end; D, eventually. I would like to mention that here will be not even a trick. Here will be kind of not a mistake, but a tricky thing and very unfair thing that actually happens. I put it here deliberately in order you will be ready that yes, the tests are developed by people, and people, they are sometimes unfair, and they are really unfair if they create tests for exams. Of course, some students suffer a lot. Anyway, it's a challenge. So let's check option A. Finally, good luck. Sounds fine, yeah? Furthermore, B, good luck. In the end, good luck. Eventually, good luck. Okay, here two variants actually more or less correct. If we take finally, according to the answers, this is the most correct one. So finally, comma, good luck. It's absolutely correct. Furthermore is incorrect here, it's wrong here, because this is the last sentence. And I hope you have noticed that this piece of writing or reading is in the form of a letter, semi-formal letter. It's a letter from your teacher to you, to the students. Furthermore, asks, this word actually wants to be continued. Furthermore can be in the middle of the letter, somewhere in the middle of the letter, but it cannot be at the very end, because furthermore means there is another argument, or there is another idea, there is one more thought, but not in the last sentence. Okay, in the end is a good thing when you retell the story. You speak about some events, and then in the end everybody revealed. But here it's not a story, it's a letter, and it's really important to differ these things, especially if there is writing in the exam that you are going to take. There is a letter, they are formal, informal, semi-formal. There are stories, articles, reviews, and some more types of writing in the exam. Here we have a letter, remember. So in the end, better for a story than for a letter. And eventually, variant D. Actually, in many dictionaries, they write that finally and eventually they are synonyms. And often students, they think, oh, they are synonyms. Something wrong with the test. Actually, if it is a letter, just remember, finally is much better than eventually, because it is a semi-formal letter. Eventually, yes, it means like yes, after a long time or after a lot of things have happened. Sounds like story. Is it a story in front of you? No. The letter is suggested. Yes, finally means after a long time, used to introduce the last in a series of things. Yes, in this letter you have had kind of things, kind of strategy, how to prepare for the exam, how to study for the exam, what is better strategy. So it means that it is used talking about the last in this series of actions, of pieces of advice. And I hope that I will talk to you in the next series of our exam preparation. And yes, variant 2 is ready. Just be patient. And the last thing I would like to show the correct answers. Here they are, the correct answers for the whole task 5. Hopefully you feel much happier now because we have finished variant 1. To be continued. Bye for now.